afternoon. What a great way to see everybody and be here and just be standing in the presence here. Have you ever heard the phrase jump for joy? Right? Who says that? I mean, I want to meet the person that made up that phrase, jump for joy. Because I don't know about you, but there are times when I do not feel like jumping for joy. That jumping for joy is an effort. That feeling is so overwhelming, I don't even understand it. So I went on an investigation. And for the past 10 years, I've been investigating that phrase and that feeling. And I just want to say that it eluded me. It eluded why I didn't have that feeling of joy, of jumping for joy. And I felt disconnected and discombobulated, to say. And if you have ever felt that way, you know it's a crappy feeling. And all I can say is don't go on Facebook if you feel that way. Because, right? Everybody is happy, jumping, doing something, and you say there must be something wrong with me. What's wrong with me that I don't have that feeling? So as I said, I went on an investigation. And what I found is the answer. And the answer is not that we jump for joy. The answer is that we fall into joy. So it's a quieter feeling, it's a different feeling, it's subtle. It's so subtle we might not even notice that it's happening or that it's around us. Why is that? And it's the disconnect that we have, the disconnect from our families, our communities, our friends, our jobs. And it's the disconnect that happens because all you hear in your head are the shoulds. I should be thinner. I should be taller. I should be a little richer. No, I should be prettier. I should be smarter. I wish I was married. Oh, thank God I'm not married. On and on and on, right? We all have the list, our list of our flaws. And I could get pages and pages and pages from this room. But tell me what you love about yourself, right? What are you passionate about? What do you makes your body sing? What do you love? That's what I want to hear about. So how did we get here? Let's go back to our childhood when playing with kids as kids was all that mattered. When being silly and crazy and rambunctious was what made up your day. The fiber that makes up most children is just pure joy. And I'm going to tell you that as adults, we don't really like children. Yeah, it must be true because we're always telling them to be quiet, to sit down, stay down, shh, don't make so much noise. What happened to us? What happened to us? Let me give you an example. You're in the line at Target. You're in a hurry. You have 2 items. The cashier is brand new, so they're kind of chatty and taking a lot of time. In front of you is a mother with 2 children. The 2 children are playing tag, running around, having a great time. They don't care how long the line is. They'll be there all day. And by mistake, they bump into you. And you go, oh, really? What did they do? They came into your space a little bit. Oh, and they didn't apologize. There you go. That's a big one, right? Or you're out to dinner by yourself. You're sitting down with a book, glass of wine, great meal, and behind you is a young family with 2 kids. And the kids are popping up, just trying to get your attention, and you make the polite, hi. Nice. And then you're like, okay, enough, I'm trying to read my book, really, leave me alone. And all of a sudden, this inner dialogue goes, and really, all they want is contact. All we want is contact. How did we get here? Joy is the cure. It is the cure for what ails us. It is the mother lode of immune boosters to take care of all of it. It keeps you healthy, bright, and in the moment. It makes you realize that what's at your center is all that matters. If we could look inside of ourselves instead of outside of ourselves, we would find the answer. So, I have 3 steps that will help keep you in a little more joy. First one, breathe. John was so beautiful in giving us our meditation, but really, it's an involuntary act, so we don't think about it, right? We run from thing to thing to thing, and we don't do it. And the minute we take a couple deep breaths, we're in a class, we go, wow, that feels really good. I feel so good. I'm glad. I should do that more. Yeah, you should do it more. So take 2 deep breaths before you get out of your car to go to your work. before you get out of your car to go home, before you deal with your family. Just close your eyes and take a deep breath and just bring yourself back to right here. Oh, I can do that. Number 2, your joy diary. You're going to get a piece of paper, a little book. Keep it in your purse, in your pocket, and you're going to write down page 1, I love my life. I don't care if you don't love your life. You're really going to write down, I love my life. And you're just going to start from there. And I want you to say everything that's great in your day, the sky, the coffee, the dog, the cat, it doesn't matter. And if you don't know what to say, make it up. Because what happens is the more joy you acknowledge, the more gratitude that comes to you, and it starts to all come back. That's what we want to pay attention to. That's what we care about. Number 3, your joy playlist. Stephen was so fabulous to put on happy because that always makes me happy. So obviously that's on my list. But everyone has a playlist. This is not that playlist. This is a playlist that you're going to listen to when you're in the crappiest of mood. That's just going to take you all the way to the top. That you put on makes you feel good, makes you feel alive. Those are the songs that you want there. You're going to take that and you're going to go out on your walking meditation because these bodies were meant to move. And they were meant to move every day. If you're not an exerciser, go out for 10 minutes. Take your playlist and just go out and turn around. But if you are, go out for 30 minutes, an hour, feel good, move it. Get out of your head, get into your body, get into your heart, break it open, get messy. Joy is the juice of life, freshly squeezed. How are you going to drink it in? Thank you.